This is Henry Grosjean, and I am not part of the Veterans Administration nor any other government agency. I consult with families that have veterans, their spouses, and surviving spouses of veterans in obtaining a little-known benefit from the VA that helps to pay for long-term care. This is a brief overview of the VA pension, formerly referred to as aid in attendance with improved pension, where eligibility is not, I repeat, not based on a service-connected disability. Ironically, this benefit has been in existence since 1860, when Abraham Lincoln introduced it following the Civil War to returning Union soldiers. So this benefit has been entrenched in American history, yet few know about it. In fact, reportedly, only 3% of eligible veterans or surviving spouses have been able to obtain this benefit. The benefits for 2024 are up to these following amounts. The veteran is up to $2,300 a month. The veteran and spouse up to $2,727 per month, and for a dependent spouse, meaning a veteran can't take care of the spouse, up to $1,806 per month, and for a surviving spouse of a veteran, it's now up to $1,478 per month, and these amounts are all tax-free. There are 6 basic requirements for eligibility. 90 days of active service with 1 day during wartime. The definition of wartime does not mean being on the front line and could have been served stateside in another country. Over the age of 65 or permanently disabled, an honorable discharge, which also includes a general discharge. You need assistance from another individual for at least 2 activities of daily living, which I will briefly cover. You are spending money for this assistance, which is labeled by the VA as an unreimbursed medical expense, where you are residing, whether it is at home or an independent assisted living or memory care community, and there is a new net worth limit. The periods of war are World War II, the Korean conflict, Vietnam. There are 2 dates for Vietnam, and they made a significant change for those who served inside the Republic of Vietnam from 1961 back to November of 1955. And then you have the Gulf conflict. What are the activities of daily living? These are the major ones. However, since changes were made October of 2018, there are a few other activities that are now included as an unreimbursed medical expense. The primary ones are bathing, dressing, toileting, eating, and transferring, such as from the bed to the bathroom. Now, there are some other ones that are equally relevant. They are personal hygiene, prosthetic adjustments, fall prevention, providing a protected environment, and the prevention from harming others. There are now 3 major considerations taken by the VA towards qualification, which became effective October 18, 2018. Unreimbursed medical expenses now have a much broader definition. A new net worth limit, which is based on combining your income and any convertible asset. The new net worth limit for 2024 is a little over $155,000. If you have more than this amount, you would be considered over-resourced by the VA and unable to apply until you spend down to this threshold. Your home, unless it's ever sold, and 1 car are still exempt assets, so are not included in your net worth. A footnote to this, if the veteran were to sell and buy another home in the same calendar year, it would also be an exempt asset. The VA now looks at any asset transfers, including gifts, over the last 3 years that would be included in your net worth. Unreimbursed medical expenses are crucial to reducing your income. Their definition has been broadened with the changes in 2018 and are now open for interpretation. For example, reasonably predictable medical expenses or services that are medically necessary. I think you would agree that these are very subjective and are now allowing more veterans and surviving spouses to qualify. But these new definitions don't stop there. These unreimbursed medical expenses also include custodial care, which not only includes assistance with 2 activities of daily living, but supervising someone with a cognitive impairment who is unsafe to be left alone. Service animals, when taken to a veterinarian, are also unreimbursed medical expenses. Smoking cessation courses and daycare communities. All of these are a snapshot of the total number of eligible unreimbursed medical expenses that will go towards reducing your income to qualify. Now, surviving spouses of veterans have their own set of circumstances. They must have been married to the veteran for at least a year. They must have been married to the veteran at the time of his or her death. The surviving spouse must have remained unmarried, and the surviving spouse and the veteran must have lived together continuously until the veteran's death. I will pause for a moment so you can review my background. If you have any questions or would like to find out about qualifying, I am available 7 days a week by phone up until 9 p.m., which is the new 12 p.m. for seniors. If it's determined that someone is eligible, I only have in-person meetings as opposed to other like services that use the mail. I hope you enjoyed this video.